Good morning. You having coffee with me? This is an impromptu live, so I don't even know if anyone will be in here, but we'll see. Let's see who catches up here. To have some coffee. All right, I see 6 people now. There we go. Hey everyone, good morning. I got a couple morning thoughts for you. What was that Saturday Night Live thing that was like deep thoughts with Jack, whatever it was? This could be like morning thoughts with hey Rody Gal. This granny's listening. Hi guys. I have a couple thoughts. Today is delayed arrival for the kids. Hey Mary, so everything's running. Sorry about the lighting. Everything's running smoothly. If every day was delayed arrival, like my life would be on point all the time. Like I would be on time for everything. So we didn't get up to like 9. That's phenomenal. Why do I see a bus? Oh, wrong one. Early kids. So I just want to chat with you guys a couple minutes. I'm drinking some coffee. How's everybody's morning going? Let me see here in the chat. Or afternoon. I don't see that's hard because I forget that, some people in the UK and whatnot, it's like evening for them. It is raining here in upstate today. So we were supposed to have baseball tonight, but I don't know how that's gonna play out. But give me some feedback. How's your morning? And I'll share you deep thoughts with Positively Parker. My cup says blessed and loved because I got that once when somebody said I needed to remember it, I doubted it. So, all right. Well, while I wait for you guys to tell me how your morning is, because I'm going to make sure that you give it to me. So here's the deal. When I woke up this morning, another feeling lazy, unpopular opinion. Yeah, I think it's just the weather for me. It's like, oh, and like if you wake up one morning and like my legs hurt, like it feels like I did cardio in the middle of the night, and I'm thinking, what? Like, did I run a lap and not know about it? Did I run 4 or 5? Like, did I get it? What in the world happened? Why do my legs hurt? Did I do squats? I'm hoping that I got up in the middle of the night and had some exercise and I didn't even know it. I mean, what's better exercise than that, right? Than exercising and not even knowing it. That would be amazing. I'm hoping that's what I did. Down some pounds in the middle of the night without even knowing. Anyways, this light is really weird being in the kitchen. But anyway, so this morning I got up and this quote, I turned on Pinterest in this quote, again, another crazy night on the tubes, yet again. And I loved it and I wanted to share it with you guys. And it says, my feelings. So whether you have faith or not, like that doesn't really, what's with this light? It doesn't, for me, my faith is super important, right? So that's why that's kind of what I live by. But regardless of whether you believe or not, we all have feelings. And, my big thing is, everybody's feelings are okay, but it's not okay to hurt people with your feelings. And with everything that's going on YouTube, like I think we all have feelings about what's happening. Some are sick of it. Good morning, Candy Kisses. Some of them like it. Some of them are going to leave YouTube. I've seen a lot of people say that they're leaving YouTube completely because they can't take it anymore. And today when I woke up, with my legs hurting because I clearly did squats or something in the middle of the night, and now it's raining, and I just kind of felt like, man, today's one of those days. Just automatically thought it's just not going to be a good day. It's just not going to be a good day. Felt kind of worthless, kind of like What's my meaning of life? So then I saw this quote, and it says, my feelings are not God. God is God. My feelings don't define truth. God's word defines truth. My feelings are echoes and responses to what my mind perceives. And sometimes, many times, my feelings are out of sync with the truth. And that is by Good Morning, Veronica, John Piper. It's not right, Mary. So my point is, I used to have a friend, right, that used to tell me all the time, Jess. Oh, I just doxed my name, but I'm pretty sure you all know it now. Trust what you know, not how you feel. Veronica, I'll send it to you in the mail. She used to say, stop and trust what you know and not how you feel. And what we know is that we are all worth something, right? We are all worthy. We were all born worthy, regardless of how we think or we feel. We were all born good enough. All right. Society tells us we're not good enough at times, but really, what is good enough? Who defines what is good enough? Like, who defines what's good enough? Because everybody has a different version of what good enough is. So who defines it? And we feel like we're bad YouTube subs, we're disloyal, we're flip-floppers. I mean, every word you could possibly think of. You're flip-floppers, you're a pot stirrer, you're in real life, you're a bad mom, you're not good enough, you didn't pack the right snacks, blah, 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 blah. So who defines what's good enough? And I think that a lot of us are forgetting who we are on here, including myself. And we go by subs, or we go by viewers, or we go by, did I get a donation with a Cash App, or did I, how much am I making on PayPal? And that I'm just using in general. I'm not saying me, because I honestly always forget I have it in my about section. I think that we need to take a step back, and we need to start trusting what we know. So sometimes I think, like, when we go into, have you ever gone into a situation before where you're going to that situation and you'll feel like, good morning, Nana Sue. You feel like, oh, Nana Sue, you just missed a really great quote by John Piper you would love. Were you ever go into a situation, this will happen at church for me sometimes, I'll go into it and I'll think, man, like, nobody even wants me here. Why am I here? I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough Christian. I'm not a good enough mom. I'm not a good enough, like, look at my kids. Did they even brush their teeth this morning? Like, all those feelings flow through me. And then sometimes, because I have already perceived that this was what was going to happen, I create situations around me to make it happen. Does that make sense? Like, I will purposefully avoid saying hi to somebody, because why would they want to see me? Why would they want to see me? There'd be no reason for them to want to see me. Right? And so then I didn't go and say hi to them because I was purposefully ignoring them. So then they look at me, nod and smile. Well, then I believe that person doesn't want to see me because I fulfilled the exact thing that my feelings told my head. I did it. Right? I did it because my feelings told me that person isn't going to want to see me because I'm not good enough. So I created that situation. And really, the whole time they were thinking, I hope she's okay. Is something wrong with her? Like, and I think we do that, like, on YouTube. The reason that we're so, like, drawn to wanting to be part of this and stuff is because maybe on the outside we don't feel good enough in our real life, and we're believing those feelings of being unworthy. And I think so often that we do create these situations in our life where we feel a certain way, and so I guess solidify our beliefs because we've created it, because we're letting people define who we are. And it's just a brief message that, I don't know, was on my heart this morning. But what I would like to encourage you guys today is to trust what you know, not how you feel, especially around these YouTube things, right? Because people are getting so tired of it, and it's just becoming so nasty and back and forth. And in your life, like, don't let somebody define. It can become a stronghold in your life, especially now, right? Don't let anyone define, for me, God is going to define who I am. All right. And I've been avoiding that for a really long time. He's going to define for me who I am today, not my feelings. Hey, Amber, hope you're good. But again, for whoever, whether you believe or not, stop letting people tell you who you are. All right. Trust what you know, not how you feel. Don't let your feelings become your responses. Don't let your feelings become your responses. Okay. Because a lot of times that's out of sync with what the truth is. Like I said, church, big one for me. Big one for me. And the truth is that everyone likes me to be there. They want to see me. They want to see me. It's me that creates that situation. So that's all I really had this morning, was just like that quote came up in it, and the way I was feeling and stuff this morning. I'm just kind of like, ugh, it's rainy. You know, a lot of times for me, the weather will dictate my feelings, and I'm trying to get out of that, especially in New York, because yeah, it's bad. And so I'm trying to get out of letting that dictate my feelings, but it is very hard when it's gloomy. I know somebody yesterday talked about a gratitude journal. That's also an amazing thing to start. But I guess mainly all I want to say is that we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it. Yeah. Oh, Nana Sue. Yes. And my aunt lives by this scripture. She loves it. Think of others better than yourselves, which is hard, which is really hard sometimes, especially with people you might not agree with on here. We're still called to have compassion, So I would encourage you to not try to define people. Good morning, Linda. Do not try to be the one that tries to define somebody today, and then don't let anyone define you. Trust what you know, not how you feel, especially on here. I do feel a relief inside of me whenever I let God take control of my feelings and let go. Yeah, unpopular opinion. I feel the same way. Why do we fight it so hard when if we would just let go, it'd be so much easier? Like every time that I've tried to do it on my own, I've made a really bad mistake of some sort. And that's the other thing, is not letting your mistakes define you. Oh man, if you guys knew the ways that I've messed up even in the last year, it's very tempting to allow that to be the definition of who I am. And it's not, and some of the mistakes I've made have actually turned out, well, they all do at some point turn out to be good, right? They have consequences, but they turn out to be good because I learn and I grow from them. Feelings change moment to moment. They do. And we cannot let them dictate who we are and what we become. But it is very hard. Like I have to unfollow certain people on social media, like Joanna Gaines, amazing woman, love her. No, I mean, she's an amazing woman, but if you look at Instagram and Facebook for anybody, and you see the perfect life. I remember on Facebook, I rarely go on Facebook anymore, but I would look at people and I would think, man, I have the perfect marriage. Look at that house. I'm still living in a duplex, waiting to build my house, saving, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking that, they have the perfect life. And then like 3 months later, they were divorced. And I was like, what? But they had the perfect marriage. How is that possible? Because social media is we can't judge people's life on social media at all. But it is a really hard comparison tool that a lot of times we have to step back from, because it was leading me into where I was, I don't know how to say it. It was leading me into a point where everyone had it better than I did. And that is the danger of social media. And yeah, Nana Sue, whenever you start to feel down, take notice actually of what you're thinking about. Right? I know it's kind of cheesy, but has really skewed people. Absolutely. Amber, I believe so. And I personally think it has contributed to a lot of divorces, because it does give you a skewed view of how you view things and people. And man, if I was only married to that person, my life would be so much better. If I was only married to that person that said hello, my life would be so much better, and it just leads to these thoughts that it can be very dangerous. We have to remember, a lot of people are just put, absolutely, Shanann Watts. Now, you'll never hear Shanann. I'm saying Shanann Watts because she was MLM, right? So her job was to portray a certain thing. But it's like that with so many people. You have to portray this perfect life on social media when inside it's probably not like that. Most of the people who I thought had a perfect life, something ends up happening and I'm like, whoa, they don't have a perfect life. Oh, unpopular opinion. Yes. Toddlers and tiaras. Terrible. Man, I feel so bad for what that fit. Oh, I didn't know they were going. I'll have to look at that. There's so much pressure in society, and social media has added to that pressure. Comparison is a killer self-esteem. I got to remember, there was an amazing quote once that I heard about something about whenever I find myself comparing or something, it's probably because I feel bad about myself in some way or something. I can't remember. I got to find that. I got to find that quote, but it was amazing. I have enough. I do enough. I am enough. I am app just popped this. Oh, really? That's awesome. This granny's listening. That is amazing. I have enough. I do enough. I am enough. That's a really great thing to put on, like your mirror or something, as cheesy as people make fun of that, whatever. Put it on your mirror. It's just something great to remember. Oh, Amber. Yes. So, especially for our young people, in as much as like even sports, right? Sports in Texas was insane. It is everywhere, but like my daughter was like 10 and I had her practicing like 6 to 7 days a week, just nonstop lessons. We're in the cage, because I had all these things and everything, and I was burning her out, and we pulled back because eventually I was just downright burning her out. And my favorite softball team is OU, Oklahoma University, Boomer Sooner. And there's this girl last year. I mean, she's a rock star softball player. She's everything, like everything, like as far as she is dynamite. And last year she made this killer catch in the World Series, and they made shirts for her and all this stuff because she made this killer catch. Well, she just took a mental health leave, and because her mental health is really struggling, and so we forget the amount of pressure that these kids are facing when they are in the spotlight like that. I remember that this 15-year-old softball player, she that was all she did all the time was play softball, and then like the pandemic hit, and she sunk into a depression so bad that she ended up taking her own life. And I think we have let things and other people define us for so long that it's killing us. Nana Sue, absolutely. Comparison steals your joy. This granny's listening. I'm going to post that on the community post. I love that. I have enough. I am enough. I'm good enough. Let me go back up to read it. Have enough. I do enough. I'm enough. I am. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, hey, I'm going to let you guys get on with your day. Instead of deep thoughts with Jack Candy, it's morning thoughts with Possibly Parker. I will be back later. Tonight we are going to be talking about a really cool, great case. But I'll probably be back before that. But just try to remember, like, you are enough. You're good enough. You do enough. And not let your feelings or other people define you today. Remember who you are, okay? All right, y'all. Thanks for having coffee with me. Better get these hoodlums to school. Have a great morning. Bye.